say it together. What is that?
One. It has.
I would say the end because if they did meet, go together, but because they meet and fall in love, I'm gonna have to go with the beginning because they don't.
Yeah, so
can't
if they had ended up together, then that might have been the ending. But since they did not, it was probably the beginning. What made you think that it was the beginning? Owen?
So it sounded like it was like a moving fight. So one of the people, maybe Romeo, I can't remember which. Yeah, Romeo is probably running off into a forest, and she's just running, and they meet, and that's when that love song starts playing.
Yeah.
Love at first sight.
Avery, what do you think?
Because in a lot of love stories, they are running up to each other
Yeah, so you might have heard that music before.
Avery, we're so on the same page. I also wanted to start dancing and just feeling the music there. We could just incorporate this in your dance.
So, friends, you can show the same story in a lot of different ways. How many of you have heard of the musical West Side Story? Avery, you have? What is it about?
Well, I watched Teen Beach and that has that in it.
Okay. So West Side Story is basically a modern retelling of Romeo and Juliet, and it happens in New York City in more modern times with other people who are in love and their families don't like each other. So see if you can figure out what these songs are from, and they're going to sound pretty different than what we just listened to.
Tonight, it all began tonight. I saw you at the window.
Beginning. What made you think that?
Because it said, when I first saw you.
Yeah, when I saw you and the world went away. So that is a different way of showing the exact same thing, but those two pieces of music didn't really sound very similar, did they? Kind of. All right, how about this one? We have one more. We have an advertisement first.
What's the advertisement for? What is it? Is it for your?
Oh, wait, there we go. Yes. All right, what do we think?
The middle.
The middle? Why do you think that?
Because it showed you could hear, it was some fighting music.
Yeah, it does sound like fighting music. Avery, what do you think?
I also think the middle because it's not dark, it's just boom, and it kind of sounds like they're fighting and then they're mad because they can't be together. That's
Yeah, so you can kind of hear a lot of those angry feelings in the music, right? All right, so what we are going to do today, friends, is we are going to write our own song version to tell the story of Romeo and Juliet. So listen to my song. Romeo and Juliet, the saddest love story yet. Try not to cry, try not to wail while listening to our somber tale. So that is something that I set up. This is like an introduction. Oh, thank you. So we can sing that at the beginning if we want to, but I am more interested in what all of you have to come
I
up
like
with.
that.
So let's come up with some words to describe what happens at the beginning of our song. We said that they meet and fall in love. Who can think of something that we could sing maybe about? Owen?
I could already start off with something good. Let me start
Okay.
with a poem because I've been thinking about just 10 seconds flat because I'm thinking.
Okay.
It goes, Romeo and Juliet, we meet. Wait, where do they meet actually? You know what? I should read the story. We know you don't have the story yet. Newsflash, I don't know anything about it.
No, I bet you know a lot about it.
I don't even know where they meet. I only just know the name of us.
So you said Romeo and Juliet, they met
In the woods.
They met in the woods. Okay.
They did?
I think
we can say that.
That's a classical way to meet. And you said something about kings. That's medieval age, and medieval is mostly inhabited near wood areas, woodlands.
Okay, so we can say. And do you want to sing that again for us, Owen?
Okay, I just.
Romeo and Alright, can everyone, so I think it's Romeo and Juliet, they met in the woods. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's try that here. And we're just going to keep the macro beats by strumming on our ukulele. Yeah, so you can use your thumb like this.
Or you can go like this. Or you can go like this. But
Yeah.
I like to go like this.
Here we go. Romeo and Juliet, they met in the woods. Awesome. And then what?
And then for the second one, I'll go like. That's good. And then what should I do for the last one?
Yeah, you can go in 10 minutes if you're
Like get like really slow. So like. That's yours. So we can go like. Oh, right.
Do you want me to hold it for you? Or is it okay on your knee?
Max is in his room. Wait, take two. Max is in his favorite wolf costume.
Yeah, exactly.
He broke some random object. His mother scolded him and sent him to his room. His mother called him a wild thing. Here we go.
I
So we
like
can-
it, but I think that we should have a little less words in it.
So maybe let's add your part that you said onto what Avery already wrote when you said his mother called him a wild thing. So Avery,
Okay,
you have
so let's do
Max is in his wolf costume, broke something and got sent to his room, and then Owen said his mom
I
called
said
him a
his-
wild thing.
I said his mother scolded him and sent him to his room. You don't know what scold means?
I do know what scold means, but that you were changing
No,
Avery's
I'm
words.
not talking to you. I'm talking to Avery.
I'm
You
sure
know
she
what
does too, but what?
I know what a scold is.
Yeah, but putting scold in it, just being sent to his room. That's just like saying,
But remember how we were talking about your summaries need to be super big ideas. So I love that your mind thinks of so many details, Owen. That's a really good thing. But for this, we need to think about really general terms. But I love that you said his mom called him a wild thing.
oh man.
And then what could happen after that? How could we talk about his room turning into a forest?